Hello there, Mr. Kenobi. Welcome back to Tent Talk, to my tent, where I rant and talk. It's now April 18th. Been at home for 6 weeks since March 3rd. It's been a lot of ups and a lot of downs. Some good has come out of it. I'm sure a lot of you have been dealing with the same thing, where there's been heavy swings, lots of thinking, lots of contemplation and realization. Focus on yourself. I feel like it's all come down to a few things. This really shows what really matters. People are freaking out because there's death. Death is very real and very final thing. And so they hide. Why are people afraid? They don't know what's next. And they're afraid of losing someone they love. Which really just goes to show that the Beatles, as much as I don't like the Beatles, were right when it says all you need is love. And I feel like the pandemic has really magnified the fact that that's what everyone craves. The fact of the matter is that this is showing people what matters to them. You should start thinking about what you can take away when this is over and what you want to focus on. Do you want to be more focused on who you are as a person? Do you want to focus more on your relationships? Do you want to focus more on traveling and seeing things or being more open? For me, myself, that's kind of what I'm focused on at this point for everything. It's more about who you see it with, the story of your life, and creating that story with purpose. I dare you to focus more on who you are as a person and the story you want to actually create, as opposed to going with the flow. Obviously, there's going to be hiccups, like we had no idea this was coming, and you have a story, and it's up to you to make that story the way you want to make it. And each chapter is up to you to choose who's in it. It's up to you to create it the way you need to. So we don't know how long this is going to last, but it will end. Obviously, it has to end. And there's many, many things you can come away with. So I challenge you to figure out what your next chapter is going to be. You can use this to catapult yourself into who you are supposed to be. You should also take some time and use it to figure out what direction your life needs to go and take steps to go that way. The fact of the matter is that the story that you want to make is up to you to pen. It's up to you to make sure that the people you want to include in your story know how you feel. Treat others the way you want to be treated is really the crux of everything. For me, I know I need to become more open, less machine-like, which is difficult because I'm on a computer all day. Before Corona came to the United States and shut us all down and caused an entire whirlwind of disasters, one of my closest friends actually committed suicide. And it was interesting because he wasn't completely convinced that people cared about him, but at his funeral it was packed with people that I've never even seen. That really made you stop and think that why do people show they care when it's too late? And that's one of the things that is really going through my head at this point. Sure, you can live your life fine, and you can go through it and get a job, and you can make money, and then you can buy houses, but it's really that connection to other people that really means the most. So I guess there's two takeaways from what I've gathered so far is that it's up to you to pen your life, and it's up to you to figure out who's in your life. And I was listening to a song earlier by We Are All Astronauts. The lyrics kind of make sense for this pandemic at this point. It's, in all our searching, the only thing we've found that makes the emptiness bearable is each other. So again, that's by We Are All Astronauts. The song's name is Doves. But think about that. In all our searching, the only thing we found that makes the emptiness bearable is each other. So go out and tell someone what they mean to you.